I'll be calling you a radical. Now let's review the facts. These sheep in this country, if you haven't noticed, are not what you call the smartest fucking gaggle. So let's review the facts. Now, people don't understand the difference between conspiracy and conspiracy theory because they're that gonzo. Conspiracy theory is a theory. Conspiracy means to collude, a group get together. What happened on the coup, the most famous attempted coup in world history, well, at least in the last 2021 years, was conspiratorial. Trump. Now, who was his accomplices? AlexJones. Now, WWF, AlexJones' his own words. He says, I'm the one that I should have let it, but I'm only 3 foot tall and I couldn't see over the crowd. But he says, I'm the one that got the funding. Now, stay with me. It takes funding for an event like that. Trump had the big stage, a lot of people. There's a company in D.C. I know them. There's plenty of videos when they're setting up the Hillary stage. When they set up my stage, when I gave my, you hire them. The porta potties, that big stage, that costs a lot of money. It's a lot of work. Who paid for it? Well, it's been outed by CNBC. You want to talk about performance artists? Kramer and Clan. G. Clan. Linda McMahon. Now, who's Linda McMahon? Stay with me. WWF. Okay, right? All-Star Wrestling. Got rich off that. Remember Trump when he walked on the stage in the 80s and he shaved the guy's head? The comb over. So stay with me. This is important. So I'm at the peace vigil. Ask Craig Thompson. He's like, it's the first day I met you. This guy walks up to me. I'm doing my work there at the peace vigil in front of the White House. He's real skinny. He's kind of scrawny looking old dude. And he's talking like this. And I'm like, dude, you look real familiar. I says, why are you disguising your voice like that? I says, I know who you are. I bet you don't. I says, how much you want back? I says, it's Jesse Ventura. Well, you won the bet. And so he hung with me for 2 days, promised me not to take videos. I got some videos. I'm not going to put them up because I promised him. So go ask Craig. He says, when I came home from Nam, joined the Mongols, and I realized that was, not where I was at, and I went home on the GI Bill in Minnesota, and I was going to my community college, and I fell in love with Shakespeare. Fell in love with theater. In the theater class, they had a poster. WWF, tryout. He says, how do you think I got into politics? Just Ventura to Kevin Blanche. Well, Kevin, there's only one thing more than WWF. That is actors. I says, there's two. And you participated in both of those. Don't you have a show on ZRT? Yeah. He says, you know what the number one is? I says, of course. Politics. He says, you got it. I hung with him for 2 days. So, AlexJones in his divorce hearing. AlexJones, when he got sued by the little girl's dad that was murdered at Sandy Hook, I'd have done a lot more than suing. So I got to tell that dad. Thank you for standing up to the punk. In the hearing, play back the tape, Your Honor. His lawyers. Well, AlexJones is nothing more than a performance artist. AlexJones on the stand. Well, I'm a performance artist. Gets better. Fox News, who's orchestrated all this. Operation Foxconn News. Completely run right. They wanting to overthrow. Since they floated up the Potomac and burnt down the White House. Same clan did it again. Stay with me. So, Operation Fox. Stephen Colbert has Bill O'Reilly on. I know Bill O'Reilly's people because of Plowshares, and he's a Roman Catholic lefty. Rush Limbaugh's a lefty. Elton John sang at his wedding. Now, you got the likes of mentally ill Glenn Beck here, who's drank his own Kool-Aid. Laura Ingraham, she's an actress. I know this. I know some people that know her. Ooh, if you only knew the truth about her. So, Bill O'Reilly to Stephen Colbert. Look it up. Well, you know, Stephen, it's all an act. If you're an act, what am I? Now, listen to me. Performance artist is really good, solid performance artist is so important to call to your attention to your cause in the right ways. I use it for all the right reasons. Anti-Neo, Yoko, Dada, anti-Maria. So think about it. The pictures. He tells himself, the guy in Arizona calls himself the QAnon shaman. He's mocking QAnon. I mean, he has a fundraiser. He's using performance artists. The judge's son in New York, dressed up in the fur, sitting in the chair. Performance artists. They'll tell you that's what. I mean, anybody that doesn't see that, that's what they are. Now, the useful idiots, as Trump calls them. So, I don't agree with one iota of this AstroTurf manufactured bullshit. Save the vote! Bullshit that was... Look, mission accomplished. They took over the GOP. Mike Lee Harvey Ted Cruz Oswald has taken over the Republican Party. Mission accomplished! As an organizer, and I've organized so many protests, right there, step for step, including this year, we Million Mass March this year. Play back the tape. Just not long before this. I compare it a lot to the 2014 protest we had, Million Mass March. 2013 also. I gave this on the stage. Tense, had my crowd wound up, radical. Right when I'm giving the speech, they have the horses out. They have the tanks on us. They got snipers with guns on our heads. We walk up, less than this crowd. Pretty good sized crowd. But we've had crowds that are as small as, 600-700. They have the horses on us. I know Stephen Sands personally. He's the guy that used to run it. I used to think, how do they do it? Their security is so well freaking ran and so well orchestrated, it's incredible. Like herding cats, like herding wildcats. I'm watching the live feed on this. I'm watching Trump wind up his useful idiots. I do not blame protesters on this. Now, there's some individuals, like the guys who whacked the cop in the head with the fire, they need to go down. They need to go down. Hard, Al Davis! Go Vegas, they need to go down. There's a bunch of those. There's some people in there that were completely unhinged that need to go down. But the average protest, now this is why they get fooled, and this is why they behave like that chick. Boom! Punched in the face. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Be careful. They wind the useful idiots up because they know that the media lies. Think about Fukushima. Everybody on Earth knows they've done nothing, but it's been a well-orchestrated cover. Everybody knows. La 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 la. The silence, like a cancer, it grows. They know that they're fucking liars. So Trump has been playing people his whole fucking life. Again. Okay, stay with me. It's been outed the funding of this was Linda McMahon. She made all her money WW. I mean, she's a billionaire. Think about the fact that there are even billionaires in a country like this is disgusting. They march up. We've marched with close to this size of a crowd before. Million Mass March. I've led it. We've marched with 1/2 of this, 1/3 of this, 1/10 of this, 1/100th of this. They always meet us in right here. I mean, photographs all over. Videos, hundreds. DC, I mean, every agency there is working together all over us. I'm watching the live feed. I'm listening to Trump. I'm like, this fucker's out of his fucking mind. And they're chanting. I remember when I was young. I was plastering a house here in Ogden doing a fireplace with my Spanish lace and my Hawk and Trowel. And there's an older couple in there that hired me to do it. And I'm in there in their house. And they got TV trays set up. And she's got him his TV tray. You know, she's serving and they're watching Reagan speak. And They got all emotional. And she started to cry, and he's like, God, isn't it? And I'm like, God, if this is the direction of the future of this guy, we're fucked. I'm at the Peace Vigil, 2016. Hold my sign. Hillergrad, Trumpgrad, Hillergrad, Trumpgrad. The Russians have occupied the wall. By the way, the spy, the hooker who thought he loved him. Oh, remember her coat? I got my coat. Where's my jacket? Right here. It's right here, right here. God, get it. You should have had that up, Kev. Here it is. Oh, jacket. Oh, God, it's just... I'll take a picture of it and use it for the thumbnail. Oh, I can't believe it. She's made millions off this. The hooker who I thought would love me. So, I'm watching the live feed. They're marching. And I'm like, fuck. These useful idiots ain't going nowhere. I'm watching. I'm like, they go right up the stairs. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Where's the wall? There was plenty of cops there. They had 1,400. They just stood down. The cops did this. Not... Maybe even well, somebody was giving orders. Something happened. I know Sands personally. He's spoken that they call these cops just. Sister Susie, Auntie Jen, Martin Luther. Don't let that motherfucker in. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's busting out the fucking windows. Do me a favor. Donnie, is this Tommy? This is how fucking unhinged whack the fucker is. Is this Tommy? Tommy. On the Senate floor when they're in there, he's watching Operation Foxconn News Live. He's all giddy. My libido's gone. Come here, spy who love me. No, this is Mike. Mike Lee Harvey Oswald Cruz. I'm looking. Oh, Tom. Oh, you must be Tommy Tumerville. He knew. Here. Do me a favor. Open the door and let him in. Sister Susie, Auntie Jen, Billy Bob, Mike, Willie, Johnny, Billy Bob too. Do me a favor. Sister Susie. Boom! Down goes Frazier. Auntie Jen. Martin Luther. Don't let that motherfucker in. Open the door and let him in. Do, 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 do. Performance arts. Do, 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 do. Starring in this corner. What's Donnie gonna do after freaking his thing? He's going to WWF fucking All-Star Wrestling. In this corner we have Comb Over, the biggest fake fucking fraud. God, inherited $1 billion. I made $1 billion when he lost $1 billion. Up is down. Fucking fraud Trump. In this corner we have 3'2", fucking 223-pound cocaine fucking cowboys. Alex Jones. Yay, and the referee today will be head of White House security. Do me a favor. Open the door and let him in. Fuck. We have a simple term for all this called AstroTurf. Wind your use until you fucking gel Fox News. I remember when Fox News rolled in here. You know, the thinking man, the beautiful sport, chess. Chess, the great Tommy Lasorda. What a metaphor. Fucking Kurt Flood, Bob Gibson, Whitey Ford. I won't stop there. I'll pass this year. They pay $1 billion to not show baseball. Turn it into the barbarian sports where they smash their brains in it, die at 48, and glad to do it. You're going to be the next King James. You're going to be the next Tom Brady. You could be the next American Idol, Cinderella. Mission accomplished. They turned it into imperialism. The cops did this. I can prove it. I'll testify under fucking oath. Now, which hand do I put on the Bible? The right hand or the left hand? I'm still confused. Old Testament or New Testament? Alex Jones. He come right out. Well, I'm the one that funded this. Thank God we had one funder. CNBC says the super PAC. Linda McMahon. People have no clue the difference between conspiracy theory and conspiracy. A conspiracy to overthrow the United States government. Oh, it happened. Right at the very top, to attack the heart of power, the United States. I mean, I'm all for freaking shredding this Constitution. I thought Ted Cruz was a constitutionalist. Talk about an actor. Mike Lee, talk about an actor. And so the GOP, they just handed over their party. Either they stand up, they should have a long time ago, or they just handed over their fucking party to fucking Mike Lee, Ted Lee Harvey Cruz Oswald. There you have it. I mean, open the door and let them. The cops were in on this. The cops did this. Now, granted, you have these fucking useful fucking weak fucking minded fools fucking indoctrinated. They do it on the left too. I'll never forget. I'm standing at the peace vigil the night before the. I wish that Mary Antoinette Obama. This woman's got this sign. I'm standing right there. Me and Philip are watching this woman. She's being interviewed by, I think, Channel 6. I stayed up all night. God, that's quite the sign. And made this beautiful sign. I love Obama. And she just carried on. She started to cry. You know, she's about my age. And she really just started to cry. And she says, I just wish that he could stay president forever. And I just love Michelle. And I love their kids. And I'm sitting there listening. The reporter's kind of looking at me with her eyes. She goes on and on. Well, why do you like him so much? Well, my daughter's in a mixed marriage. And the reporter says, so what's that got to do with this? Well, you know, Brock, Mom and Dad, do you even know? And, you know, she just goes on and on and on and on. And started to cry. I did that. Well, don't you believe in term limits? You know, the Constitution? No, I think he should be president forever and ever and He lost by 7 million fucking votes. And they let him in. The cops did this. I can prove it. I can prove it. I'll testify to it. I know him personally. I've had a lot. They have police coming up to me, just baseball caps, Levi's. Kevin, how's it going? Good. We talked to you? Oh, you're with the rally, huh? The Million Mass March? No, we're Capitol Security. Where are you headed next? I don't know. Leaders movement. It always blew my mind how well they were able to hurt us. How able they were, well, we're everywhere. And the Million Mass Marches was very similar to this except for one thing. We're grassroots, they're AstroTurf, and our crowd is educated as fuck. I mean, just really the great activists you'll never hear about because, look, like Kevin Blanch. Kevin Blanch, he don't fit your right-left dynamic. He can't go on MSNBC. Oh, my God, no. Amy, I know Amy on democracy now. Oh, no. Oh, they'll accuse me of being too right. No, he can't go on. Freaking Alex Jones, look it up. Asymmetric to democracy. Alex Jones. Two people on two different occasions, mutually exclusive of each other. Why won't you have Kevin Blanch, the most famous anti-nuclear activist, grassroots organizer, protest organizer, Fukushima on your show? You keep selling bunkers and selling water filled Fukushima until your Lord and Savior gets in. 2 different times. Look it up. He knows I'm on to him. They all know I'm fucking on to him. Well, you can't have him. They think he's too left. He think he's too right. That's when you know you're effective. That's why. So who did this? And this is the greatest attempted coup. Donald Trump did this. Donald fucking Trump and crew. Linda McMahon. Oh, Alex Jones. Made a lot of money off this. Alex has a lot of fucking money. Remember what they did to the Truther movement? Look up his divorce trial, how much the wife sued for. He's made a lot of fucking money. You know, I don't blame the 2 fucking performance artists. He calls himself the QAnon coup, he's been saying. You know, making money off as a performance artist. He'll tell you that. You know, the guy from the judge's son, he'll tell you that. But some of these other fuckers, oh, and they were going to hang him. Oh, a guy tells me the other day, I used to carry zip ties around like a... Oh, really? Explain yourself. Can you please explain that one to me? That's exactly how these things go down. They get these fucking weak-minded fuckers hypnotize them and fucking go off. Just like the fucking chick that got punched in the face. She thinks she can take on a, African-American black chick like this. Go for it. And then she charges over like she's going to fight her. She would fucking beat you to death so fast you wouldn't know what fucking hit you. This is how indoctrinated they are. They think they can hide behind their gun. Other side has fucking guns. The cops. Where were the cops? I'll testify. There's pictures all over. We're up there. They meet us in fucking armed, fucking full gear. Rubber bullets. They shoot us. Fuck, lots of our crowd's been shot with rubber bullets. Beanbags. Tear gas canisters this big. AK-47s fucking everywhere. Million Mouse March would have never. Well, we never did. And right then. So what's the difference? What's the difference? The police ran on this. So whose fault is it? Trump's orchestrated crew? This investigation needs to say, okay, who told them to stand down? Oh, you're just trying to tell me that half the fucking cops in there just went, bullshit. They were told. This is right at the fucking top. In the FBI? I don't know, but Trump sure used to go after them. Why are they protecting him? So, people don't even know the difference. They're gone. They're gone. That's Kevin Blanch's the Post-Ignorance Project. They don't know the difference between a fucking conspiracy theory and a conspiracy. They have no clue. Well, mission to be accomplished. Fucking George W. fucking Bush. Jeb can fix it. Think about it. Just stop right now. Think about it. It's been well fucking documented now who funded this. AlexJones is saying he did, but it was Linda McMahon. WWF, billionaires. She's got rich on fucking staging stuff. She's a billionaire staging stuff. She funded it. AlexJones calls himself a performance artist. Trump, you're talking the biggest fucking con man who ever walked could be in history. Benedict fucking Arnold fucking Ted Cruz? Fuck, now there's an actor. Operation Foxconn News did this. KSL here in Utah did this. They've been working on this for years. Fucking in the name of Jesus. Johnny, get your gun. Your neighbor wants to steal your Walmart shit. Hate thy neighbor, covet thy neighbor's Walmart fucking goods. I mean, they've socially engineered these fuckers into a paranoid fucking schizophrenic fucking lunatic fucking cattle shoot. And they cattle shooted them right into the fucking house. What do you think he was going to do when you got there? That's what I want to know. When you see him on walking around the floor and they're like, now what? Now what? I'm going to go sit on Nancy. This is our desk. This is my... Okay. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now you go to fucking federal prison. That's what. They're going to bust every one of you. It's fucking sad. I disagree 100%. You're really going to fucking try to overthrow the... for this fucking piece of shit that... Oh, stole the vote. He's talking about. He's been talking about fucking. They're going to try to steal the vote for 3 years. Just a fucking sham. Where were you on Bush Gore when they really did steal the fucking vote? Bush Gore, they stole it. Fair and triangle. But you believe this shit. Wound up fucking useful idiots. Whose fault is it? Fox News. AlexJones. Well, I don't know if I even blame AlexJones. I mean, he told you he's a performance artist. He told you. You know? It's to sell bullets and guns and fucking, Fukushima, all he was doing was fear-mongering, so you go buy a fucking water filters, and look how much money he made off that. Patriot right here in fucking Salt Lake, they've made millions selling these fucking Mormons. Oh, the world's coming to an end, get your 2-year supply. And they do it. A lot of money in fear. The economy of fear. Trump did this. Fucking Benedict fucking Trump. Fox News did this, Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Sister Susie, Auntie Jen, Martin Luther, don't let that motherfucker in. Billy Bob, Billy Bob, Billy Bob, Billy Bob, open the door. Is this, hello, is this Tommy? Tommy? No, this is Mikey fucking... Lee, Harvey, Ted Cruz Oswald. Oh, you're looking for Tommy Trader Tuberville. Here. Open the door and let him in.